another What I Eat in a Day video. Today is just a regular old day in quarantine, and I'm gonna bring you along for all the things that I ate today. So I have already had like my little morning routine worked out. I went for a run, did a P-Volve workout, and then I took a shower and got nice clean hair. And now it's time for breakfast. So I'm gonna show you how to make my matcha, which you guys already know how to make, but I'm gonna show you anyway. And then I'm also going to be making a delicious smoothie recipe with a brand new protein powder slash like nutrition shake that is 100% vegan, and I am super excited to tell you about it. So I am thrilled to be partnering with my friends at Muniq for today's video. And what is amazing about these powders is that they are incredible for your gut. So they are designed to be supportive of a healthy gut, and they are full of prebiotic starch, resistant starch, which means they are full of fiber. They are also, like I said, vegan, and they are really designed to help keep you really full and satisfied. So 2 scoops, which is a serving, is 180 calories, so on the higher side, but that's because it's full of basically nutrients that you would get just by adding things into a smoothie. There's a little bit of fat. There is 15 grams of fiber, 5 grams of soluble fiber, and 15 grams of protein. So I have the chocolate one, and surprise, surprise, we're making a chocolate smoothie. You guys know that I am obsessed with my chocolate smoothies. So I will leave all of their information down in the description box for you, and I'm gonna show you this packaging so that you can see a little bit more about some of the benefits of this awesome powder, and I can't wait to try it. All right, so here is the packaging, and I just think it's like so pretty. And it's a very hefty sized bag, which is awesome. It's much bigger than the normal bags of protein powder that I got. So a little bit more about this powder. It is a balanced nutrition shake, like it says, and like I said, it has prebiotic resistant starch, which means that it is specifically formulated to help support a healthy gut. And it also is full of the starch, which is really great at managing blood sugar levels and also helping to keep you really full. So it promotes healthy blood sugar, and it helps satisfy your hunger, and again, it has prebiotic fiber. This is actually also really great for those of you who might be on a low carb, high fiber diet. It only has 7 grams of net carbs in a serving, so in 2 scoops, which is great, and there is 0 sugar. And I'm all about getting more fiber into my diet. More fiber means healthy gut and healthy poops. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make this delicious smoothie. All right, so you guys have seen me make a smoothie very similar to this many times, but I'm not going to add very much extra because there's so much good stuff in the Muniq powder. So I have some spinach in here, and I'm gonna add in some frozen banana, and I'm gonna try to make it a little bit thick so that I can top it with some of my like cashew butter or some sort of nut butter. I'm gonna do a little bit of blueberry, and then I'm also gonna do a little bit of cacao powder so that I can make it super chocolatey. All right, and then in we go with our scoops. 2 scoops. And then we'll just add in some coconut water and blend this up. So I actually just blended my smoothie, but I was putting my coconut water away, and I noticed I have mint that is like about to go bad. So I'm going to pick through this, get all the leaves that are still good, and add these into my smoothie so that we have a mint chocolate smoothie. I got a good handful. Add that in there, and we'll just quickly blend it back up. And here's my beautiful smoothie. Put my mint stuff all over. Almond butter dripping, and it is looking amazing. I can't wait to drink this. I already had some of the dregs that were in the blender container, and holy moly, this stuff is delish. Since we got back from Europe, I've been keeping my matcha stuff super simple. I just use 3 ingredients, well, 4 ingredients. Matcha, which I have the Epoto tea matcha that I absolutely am obsessed with. My monk fruit extract, which is the thing that I use to sweeten it. I also use pumpkin pie spice and a little bit of coconut butter. Add it all into my blender with hot water and blend it up, and that's it. The struggle is real working from home and having a boyfriend that is on calls all day. But here is the inside of the matcha. I have the matcha powder, pumpkin pie spice, and monk fruit extract. Add in my coconut butter. It's about, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon, probably a little bit less. And add my water. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you recognize my trusty purple mug. Pour it in, and that is how I make my matcha. All right, so it is now lunchtime, and I just went for a really nice, beautiful walk with Trevi down by the river. I had a call with one of my friends who I haven't talked in forever, which was so great, and it is a stunning day out, like not a single cloud in the sky, and it's like 60 degrees. It could be a little warmer, but it's still so nice. So I'm gonna make a little bit of lunch. I'm gonna rummage through my fridge and see what I have. I do have to say that smoothie kept me full forever. Like, I had it at 9:30 and it is now 1:06. So I normally would be pretty hungry by now, and I'm like not that hungry, but I still feel like I want to have lunch. It's like what I do after I come back from my walks. It's like that's lunchtime and my body's like, okay, it's time for lunch. So let's look and see what's in my fridge. I have a feeling I might make tacos. Tacos are like the easiest lunch ever. They take like 5 seconds. So I think I might make some tacos based on what I have, and I'll show you like the easiest lunch ever. All right, so in here I have my tofu. I used like 1/4 of a block of firm tofu, and I'm just gonna crumble it up with my hands. Our black beans. And then I also have some Mexican Fiesta seasoning, which is just basically like taco seasoning. So I'm gonna add that in here. Do a little salt and some of the salsa. So the kale's just gonna cook down, and I'm just gonna cook it directly into here. And that's basically my taco filling. All right, so we got our taco shells. We're gonna do a layer of vegan cream cheese, which is gonna like add a nice little creaminess, kind of like a sour cream flavor. So good. And then we're gonna scoop on our filling. And then I've got my avocado. And then the final touch is these pickled red onions, which I just added into red wine vinegar yesterday. And it just adds like such a lovely little tang to them. It takes like 10 minutes to make these. They're so easy and so good. And you just kind of like sprinkle them on top for a little tang, and that's pretty much lunch. here's my beautiful plate of tacos. It literally took me 5 minutes, a little bit longer since I was filming, but it is so easy to make, and that's actually just a recipe I just totally made up, but highly recommend tacos for lunch because they're the best. I'm gonna top this with a little bit of hot sauce, go back to my desk, and finish out my work for the day. So it's about 6:30 and starting to think about dinner. I felt like I should vlog this because I have no clue what to make for dinner, and I'm trying to like talk through it, and I felt like maybe I should just talk through it with you guys. So I already had tofu today, which I have tofu and I could have it again, but I try to like keep things varied. We have pretty much no fresh vegetables aside from peppers and greens. We have a tomato, and we have pretty much no frozen vegetables. We have a little bit of asparagus. We have a sweet potato. So I was initially thinking maybe like a stuffed sweet potato with quinoa and beans maybe. And now I'm thinking, well, maybe I have a veggie burger that I could eat. Maybe I'll just do a veggie burger with sweet potato fries and a salad on the side. I'm not really sure. Let me show you inside of my fridge and show you what we're working with. One of those things where it feels incredibly packed full of food, and yet I find that I'm not finding a lot of inspiration here. So I have the kale that I had yesterday. I could do a little bit of that. Or today I don't know what I said yesterday. We have 1 carrot left. We have some peppers. We have leftover takeout, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just have that, but I want to cook something for you guys so you guys can get a little bit of recipe inspiration. Lots of greens from one of my partners. There's more peppers. We have some cheese. We have lots of vegan cream cheese. We've got rice here from our takeout the other day. Got eggs up here. Here's my tofu from earlier. Got some quinoa. So I think maybe I'll do something with quinoa. Grilled chicken that is Matt's, some vegan sliced cheese, so I could do some sort of like cheesy baked potato number with salad on the side. This is avocado. This is my cute little doggy. Oh, you're so cute. Oh yes, so cute. Yeah, so I need to brainstorm a little bit more. I think I figured it out. I found this pesto in the fridge. So this is a sun-dried tomato pesto, vegan pesto that I bought. I'm gonna use some of this. I'm gonna use the quinoa. I'm gonna use some white beans. I'm gonna use some spinach. And I'm basically just gonna saute this all together. I'm gonna bake my sweet potato, slice it in half, put some of it inside, have some of it on the side, and call it a day. All right, so I am going to just stab this potato with my fork, and that will help some of the steam release as it bakes. And then I'm just gonna pop it right on the baking tray, and I'm gonna bake this high heat. I do everything at high heat in the oven. I'm gonna do 425 for probably like 20-ish minutes. And whoops, gotta make sure I get this off. So just basically cooking it until it's fork tender. All right, so I'm gonna start by adding just a little bit of olive oil into the pan. And again, similar to lunch, everything is already cooked, so I just have to add it directly into the pan. And basically I'm just combining the flavors and just getting everything warmed up and cooked. So in goes my beans and my quinoa. All right, so now you guys know me, love my spinach. I am going to add as much spinach in as I can fit into this pan. And a good thing to remember about spinach is that it wilts down a lot. So if you add a little bit of water, this will cook down, and then you can keep adding more to make sure that you're getting in a lot of greens. All right, so now we are pretty much cooked down, and I'm gonna just add in my pesto. And I'm gonna add in this whole jar. So I feel like it's missing a little something, so I have a little bit of marinara sauce that I'm gonna add in, which sounds a little weird, but there are sun-dried tomatoes in the pesto, so this is gonna be like a pesto quinoa mashup type of thing. And definitely not the prettiest thing I've ever made. However, it's gonna be delicious inside of that sweet potato. All right, potato is done. So just going to slice it in half and, ouch, it's hot. Kind of open it up. Woo! Hot. Open it up like that. Some of the quinoa mixture on top, like that. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm gonna melt a little bit of vegan cheese on top. So I have a little bit of vegan shredded mozzarella. I'm gonna just put that on like that. You guys, this is actually looking delicious. And I'm going to pop it back in the toaster oven. I'm just gonna put it on toast so that the cheese melts. So friends, here is the finished product. It's interesting because it kind of looks like a heart. Isn't that cute? I am going to take a photo of it, cut into it, probably take another photo, and then dig in and sign off for the evening. This kind of meal is so easy to make. It took me about 10 minutes to put together. And you can make these types of meals super easily with just a little bit of meal prep. Like, I had cooked quinoa and I was able to create that with 3 other ingredients. And having things like sauces is also really great. So pesto or tomato sauce or tahini sauce or something like that. That's a really great way to jazz up your kind of pantry staple dinners. I also, of course, wanted to thank Muniq for joining us in today's video. Their powder is amazing. You can see it over here. I can't wait to eat it again tomorrow. Super delicious. I was full all morning long, and I really do feel like it gave me like more sustained energy, and it tastes delicious. It, again, is vegan, it's high protein, it's high fiber, and I think it's a really great option if you're looking for a new protein powder to try, or you're somebody that's maybe struggling with some gut health issues. Maybe you're looking to potentially incorporate something like this as a tool for weight loss. A high fiber food can be really great because it keeps you full and you're kind of stops you from like snacking in between meals as much because you're full. So yeah, if you have any questions about them, let me know in the comments. All of their information will be down below, and you can like learn how to pick it up and buy it for yourself. They have a bunch of different flavors. They also have non-vegan options if you are not vegan, so there's really something for everyone, which I love, and I'm really excited to be working with them. So thanks Muniq for joining us in today's video, and if you guys have, like I said, any other questions about anything that you saw in today's video, let me know. I'm going to sign off again with our cheers. It's 7 o'clock, and I'm hearing New York City cheering for the healthcare workers, so I'll take you outside because you guys really liked it last time that I showed you, and we'll do a little cheer and then we'll sit down for dinner. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe by clicking the red button that is right below this video. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!